If every relationship you enter seems to end in heartache or heartbreak, it's not just bad luck. You might be in a toxic cycle, and you may not even realize it. Why? Because there are deep subconscious patternings that are causing you to choose the wrong people. It's not that there's no healthy people out there, that nobody wants a committed relationship. It's that your subconscious mind is choosing the wrong people. And it's not your fault. It's all subconscious and unconscious. But until you break this pattern and overcome the limiting beliefs, you'll continue to stay in the same cycle. So let's talk about the 5 hidden signs that you're stuck in a toxic cycle, so that you can finally identify and overcome it. And best of all, attract and create the partner and relationship of your dreams, because you deserve it. For anyone new here, my name is Dr. Lilli. I do mindset and relationship coaching. I help you overcome and break through toxic relationships and finally create the relationship of your dreams. I have both experienced and seen it in clients over and over again. Getting out of a relationship and asking yourself, why was I in that relationship for so long? Why do I keep attracting the same kind of people? Why doesn't anybody choose me? Why am I not enough? Why am I still stuck in the same place? And again, it's not that you're not enough. Despite how it may feel, despite what you may believe, it's not about your worth. It's that something inside of you believes that is true. And so you keep getting attached to the wrong people. So here are some signs that you're stuck in this cycle. Number 1, you keep choosing people who don't choose you. Maybe they keep pushing off the commitment without a legitimate reason or giving you a time frame for when they will commit. Even if they do give a time frame, maybe they come up with another reason why they can't commit then. And you keep giving them this benefit of the doubt and excusing them for keeping you in the dark if they've been unclear about what it is that they truly want or when they want it. You think that you can convince them that you're good enough and that a relationship is safe and okay and it's what they want, and if you show how amazing of a partner you are, that they'll finally choose you. But they have no indication showing you that they really want you and that they really care about you. Or maybe when a problem arises, they aren't able to face it and have that conversation with you, and they run away from the discussion about the deeper things. They can't show up for you when it actually means something, and they don't show up for the relationship. If they can't have these tough conversations, then they're choosing their comfort over the discomfort of having the vulnerable conversation, of having the real conversation that helps you connect. And that is a form of choosing safety and avoidance rather than choosing to show up and be there for you. Maybe you learned that you had to earn love, or that you had to prove yourself in order to get the love that you desire. And so you keep choosing people who don't choose you because that would simply be too easy. And there's an underlying belief that love has to be hard, it has to be difficult, or it has to be earned, and that you have to prove your worth. And as long as you keep choosing people that don't choose you or don't show up for you, then you're going to continue ending up heartbroken after every relationship or situationship. Number 2, you confuse intensity with love. Toxic relationships are often filled with highs and lows of emotions. And people that get involved in toxic relationships are swayed by their emotions. They're swayed by their feelings. And that is what they make their decisions based upon. So if it feels exciting and intense, you might think that's love because that felt like love to you as a child. But those highs are often followed by deep lows, where someone will pull back or make you feel bad or guilt you. And then it creates this emotional roller coaster that you confuse for love because you desire them so much. And it pokes at that wound of feeling like you have to earn love, of feeling like love has to be work, and that love is unsafe and unpredictable. It's especially common in trauma bonds to have an emotional addiction to the other person because of these highs and lows. And so you start to think and believe that you need this other person because of the emotional roller coaster that you've been put on. Often pulling back and getting away from that emotional roller coaster leads to side effects: anxiety, depression, wanting to reach out, feeling empty. But that's not what real love is like. Real love is safe, it's calm, it's secure. But it's easy to think that love is intense when that's all you've known. And so if you're comfortable with that, then you'll continue to choose people who make you feel that way. And you'll continue to make decisions based off of the way that you feel, the highs and the lows, rather than true, steady love and connection. Number 3, you want them more when they don't want you. Maybe you weren't too interested in this person, but then when they started pulling back their attention and their affection, maybe they stopped texting less, maybe they stopped calling less, or liking your stories, or commenting on your posts on social media. When they pulled back that attention and that energy, you started to like them more. Because of course, who doesn't like attention? And when we seek attention from people outside of ourselves because it feels so good and they pull it away, that makes us more interested because we've become accustomed to and comfortable with that interest. And we think that if they've pulled back, that must mean something about ourselves. And so we seek to get that attention again. And that often means that we seek people and relationships because we're looking to fill something in ourselves. So if somebody is pursuing you and you're not responding to them, and then they decide to give up and put their energy and focus somewhere else, and that's when you want them, that creates an unhealthy cycle between the two of you. And that will often lead you to desire people and relationships that give you that same emotional roller coaster, that make you feel so good and then pull away. Sometimes these people will recognize that and know that that's what you want, and so they will intentionally try to manipulate your emotions because they know that that is what keeps you interested in them. Other times they do it because of their own toxic patterns, their own fear of vulnerability, their own fear of intimacy, and that will also create an unhealthy relationship. Wherever it's coming from, if you're attracted to people when they pull away or are not interested in you, that will naturally just create an unhealthy cycle. And as long as you stay attracted to people who don't want you or who are inconsistent, you'll continue to choose people that will never choose you or will never be consistent. Number 4, you go back to what's comfortable even though you know that they're wrong for you. Maybe you don't realize this on a very conscious level, but deep down, you know that they're not your person. Maybe you've gone on several failed dates from the dating apps and you're realizing, oh, there's a lot of people that don't fit me, or you start to question, will I ever have this connection with somebody else? And you start to lose faith in yourself, in relationships, in marriage. And so you turn back to the person that's comfortable, that you know you can be with, the person that's easy because they want you, even if they'll never fully commit to you. You'd rather have the person or relationship that you know, even if it's wrong, rather than the unknown. Number 5, right when you're feeling good about yourself, good about life, good about everything that's happening in your world, they message you again. And you get sucked right back into believing that they're going to be different this time, that they're going to show up the way that you wanted them to show up, that they're going to be the person that you know that they can be. Because you see all of their potential. You see what a great person they are, what a great partner that they could be if they would just step into it, if they would just commit to it. You believe in them with all of your heart, and you have such a big heart, and you have so much love to give. And so you keep forgiving them, coming up with reasons why this time it'll be different, excusing their poor behavior in the past, and accepting them back in just when everything is going well. And each time you find yourself back in the same place because they haven't changed. But each time you have hope that they will, and that hope keeps you going. It pulls at your heartstrings and you're thinking, this will finally be it. This is the time. They've changed and I can get everything I want. But the problem is that this has happened before and it'll happen again if you let it. But you don't have to let it. Now that you know these signs and you recognize where it's coming from, you can take steps to choose a different path, to let go of the toxic relationships, let go of that person that is so hard to let go of. And finally, choose yourself, choose the relationship that you desire, and choose the partner that finally chooses you back. They are out there. So ask yourself, do any of these signs feel familiar to me? Any single one of them? If so, the work isn't simply about finding better people, because the better people are out there and they've been out there. It's just that you've been attracted to the wrong ones. So the real work is about healing the patterns that keep drawing you to them. Because you can't control other people, but you can control yourself. You can choose to do things differently. And when you change your inside, your external world changes to reflect that too. Real healthy love is out there. It is possible to wake up with peace and joy every morning, not wondering what they're doing or where they are, to be happy with who you are and happy with the partner that you're calling in. It is possible to feel happy, safe, and secure in your relationship. And if that's something you desire, you can book a free consultation with me. The link is down below. I'll help you uncover exactly what's keeping you stuck and how to overcome it. We will work through it together so that you can finally move forward and feel that joy and peace that you know you desire and deserve. You have so much love to give, and just because you've run into other people who can't match that level of love doesn't mean there aren't people out there who can. I believe in you. I promise they're out there. And I am here to help you discover yourself and discover them along the way. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.